I don't know what's going on with Jolene and Ruby, but Jolene is supposed to be babysitting, and she's not doing a very good job of it. The reason I say that is because here's Danny and our little goats over here. Oh no, they see me. Oh no. And then Ruby has run off over there. Maybe Jolene is trying to get Ruby corralled back with everybody else. She's trying to get them all together, and they're not being very cooperative. I hear you, Jolene. I'm coming to help you, baby. Danny, it's always Danny. And then, of course, you guys can see there's Finn and Starla, but Ruby is way over there by herself, trying to do her own thing. And Jolene is not having it. Jolene doesn't like when she gets stuck being babysitter anyway. But, you know, besides Charlene, she is the youngest. She's the youngest big girl. Oh boy, you can tell she got some attitude. Look at her, she's glaring at those babies who are not ready to come off the pasture. But she knows it's feed time. I hear you, sweetie, and I'm coming. I'll take care of them. Yeah, she's very upset. She does not like that at all. Y'all, give me a few minutes because as you can see, I got big fish to... Sweetie, I know. I see what's going on. I watch it with my own eyes. I can see exactly... Oh, baby, don't be upset with me. It's not my fault, love. I'm coming, okay? I'm sorry. I'm a little bit late. I'm running a dab late, but I got a truck full of feed, and I'm about to feed you, okay? And I promise, sweetie, don't be so upset with me, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Waylon thinks it's the most ridiculous thing ever. She has to be a babysitter. And he goes, and those ain't even your kids. Those ain't even your kids you're having to watch. And how many of y'all can relate to that? Seriously, how many of y'all can relate to having to watch kids? Jolene, I told you I'm coming. Now hush it up. How many of y'all can relate to having to watch kids who are not even yours? Yeah, see, that's the problem. You raise your kids, and now you're ready to sit back and enjoy life, and then your kids have kids. And all of a sudden, you can't sit back and enjoy life anymore because now you become babysitter. Yep, that's how it works. Y'all give me a minute here. Let's go feed Jolene. Who wants to help? Remember all those folks who keep telling me, Lester, you're living my dream, you're living my dream. Well, come on over. Let's live some dream right now, shall we? Let's live some of your dream right now together. I'll tell you what, you'll do half and I do half. And then we'll see whose dream is whose. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is save you a whole lot of time. In the comment section, many people are gonna say, why don't you use feed containers? Why don't you use feed containers like Cog Hill does? Why don't you use feed containers like... And they're gonna name off all these different farms that have these amazing food containers that I don't use. And the reason that I don't use feed containers is because I feed entire bags of feed at a time. And so why would I waste my time by pouring feed into a feed container if in fact I'm about to take an entire bag of feed and feed it? So in essence, this is my feed container. I'm gonna grab one bag of feed and we're gonna walk on out. You don't use feed containers if you use an entire bag of feed at your feed up. Why would you do that? That's double the work. So you might be wondering how many pounds of grain do the cows get per day? And that's a little bit difficult to determine. I will tell you we give a total of 100 pounds of grain a day, but that's divided up between 11 cows, 3 of those being calves in Charlene, Ruby, and Danny, 1 being a very large bull in Tex, 3 grown cows, a couple of yearlings, and and then of course we have the 7 goats. Actually, that's 9 goats. I forgot about our 2 babies. Now, let's not forget that our 2 small calves are still on bottles, and then our goats are on bottles as well. So they're kind of getting a little bit of a mixture. But just in general, you just figure up 100 pounds divided by 11 cows. That's 9.0 something, 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 something. And then you also add a few goats in there. Let's just say 7 or 8 pounds of grains each per day. And the rest of their diet consists of about 20 pounds of what they forage or they get from hay, grass, because each one of them need about 20 to 25 pounds of food per day. Now, we're going to be able to slack off of that a little bit once our grass gets better established. But for anyone who's kind of curious about how much grain we go through a day, well, for our cows and goats, that is exactly 2 bags. So that's 100 pounds. Now, remember that the birds eat a different type of formula. So that's a whole different section of video right there. Anyway, I'm just going to end this part of the video by saying that we're pleased with how all of our cows look for the most part. We don't like a bunch of ribs showing. We don't like those indentations there around that rumen. And so we're looking pretty good. I would say we're looking very good considering the drought that we just experienced. The goats are looking great. All right, well, as of right now, I have a couple of bulls who are saying, Dad, what in the world are you doing? And how come we're not eating? So let me get over to feed them, and then we're gonna finish up with our 2 big birds over here and their little mixture. Come on, little ones. All right, so we just finished up our last group. I've already fed you, silly Willy. So this is a combination that we feed to our big birds. It has mealworms, there's sunflower seeds, there's dried fruits, there's gamecock mixture. It has a little bit of everything in there, my friends. Some alfalfa pellets, and they get about between 5 and 7 pounds each per day total. And we only feed them in the afternoons also, because by day they walk around and forage and graze as well. They eat insects, leaves, grass, you name it. Spiders. Yeah, they eat spiders. They eat frogs. Anywho, everyone does good. Everyone has a routine in place. We love the fact that Danny and Ruby are kind of slowly making themselves into part of the herd. But they still need their afternoon and morning supplement bottle. But listen, I want to thank y'all for watching and being a part of today's video. And if you have any questions about how we feed or what we feed, the routine and how and why we do what we do, please drop those questions in the comments. And I can't say I can answer every single one of them, but I will read them all. I promise you that. And usually if we end up seeing the same question asked repeatedly, instead of me answering each and every comment, I'll just make a video about it. That always helps me too, know those kind of things that you would have an interest in. All right, thank you so much, friends, for watching, and we will catch you on tomorrow's video. Lester Eugene Morrow, find your words.
Don't let your troubles fester, Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.